Hello, my friends. How are you today? Apologies if the noises in the background get a bit much. I'm sitting here down by the boardwalk near where I live, trying to accomplish basically nothing this afternoon. And that's the key. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is nothing. Let me give you an example. Um, Apparently, in the middle of this video, I cannot turn this thing around, so let me just turn it around manually. As you can see, I have a notebook with me. I've got a novel. I'm about to have lunch, drinking coffee. Also, that I can do nothing. But if something does happen, if something does prime in my head, I have the notebook so I can write it down. I can start a story that I didn't know I was going to do today. That's the thing. Sometimes you've got to do nothing. You've got to give yourself space. You've got to give yourself time to just relax, to vegetate, to whatever it is that rejuvenates the spirit inside you. Um, Most of us in Western society, at least, have been taught that if you're doing nothing, you're being a waster. You're just screwing around. You're doing nothing. You're accomplishing nothing. Here's the thing. You don't need to accomplish 24 hours a day. Even sleeping in has a bit of a negative connotation because you slept in, because you lost those hours, right? We live in a multitasking society, generally. Most of us do, anyways. Um, Instead of a society that says doing nothing is okay. Doing one thing is great. Accomplishing anything is great. It's BS to say that we always have to be accomplishing something, though. We need rest. Our body needs rest, which is why it goes to sleep. We need food. We need food to build up the energy reserves. I'm doing that with lunch today. You could argue I'm doing something. I'm making this video, so I'm doing something. I'm not doing nothing. And yet I would argue this video could fail miserably before it's done. And so, it was already delayed in getting started because I was waiting for my cheeseburger to show up, but I could have done it minutes ago. I got the book just to entertain my brain, not to accomplish it, not to get to the end of the book, not to have found out what's going to happen. Because honestly, it's the second time I've read this book. So, this is the thing. You got to rest. You got to rejuvenate. You got to refresh your mind. You got to be open to new ideas. The guy that runs the cafe here is moving furniture around. He's busy. He's got a business to run. I have a business to run, but I can do it from the boardwalk. I can do it from this tent outside of the cafe I like to visit. Beaches and Cream, if you happen to be in the beaches area of Toronto. There's a TV on in the corner. I'm not watching it. Maybe I'll write something. Maybe I won't. Maybe great ideas will come to me. Maybe they won't. I'm just here. I'm just relaxing. I'm talking a little louder because it's really noisy. So hopefully you can hear this video. Hopefully you can embrace doing nothing. Hopefully you can find moments where nothing is the entirety of your day or your week. I have friends that go on retreats, silent retreats, where they're not doing nothing per se. There's often meditation, there's often brief conversations, or at least lessons from the person running the retreat. But the reality is, it's about focus. It's about being there in the moment, as the phrases like to be said. Just relax with yourself. Live in your thoughts, or live in the lack of thoughts. Or live in the cacophony of winds blowing across the beach boardwalk right now. Just be. Just relax. If something happens, great. If nothing happens, great. I'm going to have classes coming up that I will advertise, basically, in an upcoming video. But for now, be okay with doing nothing. Doing nothing is not for nothing. And that's an important thing to keep in your head. You just have to be you. You just have to let yourself relax. So relax. Me, I'm going to go eat lunch. Well, actually, I'm not going to go eat lunch. I'm going to eat lunch because it's here. If writing happens, writing happens. If book reading happens, book reading happens. If I just sit here, I just sit here and listen to the noise. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great week ahead. I hope you get a chance to do nothing and revel in it. Make your friends jealous. Take care.